Crafters, thanks for joining me here in the attic. So pull up a chair, grab your favorite beverage, and we'll get to crafting and memory keeping. Welcome to part 3 from our Lammas Folio tutorial. If you've missed part 1 and 2, I will have that linked down in the description box and at the end of this video. In part 1, I put the folio together, and in part 2, we added the pages and did a little bit of trim work on the edges of the pages. For part 3, I'm just going to do a flip through of the decorations that I ended up doing for this whole folio. Often when I'm doing tutorial videos, I'll do just flip throughs of the decoration portion. This shows you what I chose to do, but lets you go back and do your own style and just take inspiration from what I've done. This will let you tailor your project for what you would like it to be. If you want it to be more of a writing journal or an art style journal, you can decorate it however you want to decorate it. For the folio, I did just a simple ribbon closure here with some ribbon that I hand dyed. Open this up, and on the cover here I used some mulberry paper and did one of the fussy cuts and one of the word strips here for my title cover page. On the spine I used some hand dyed lace here and just one of the word strips. And then on the back, I added one of the journaling cards as a pocket and did a fussy cut with some hand-dyed netting here. So let's go back to the front. It opens up like this. And if you caught part 2, you know there's a magnet here and here that I covered up here with some mulberry paper and just one of the tag fussy cuts. Here I did some paper tearing and some machine stitching here and just glued that down to cover up my magnet here. Got the journaling cards, and on the belly band I just backed one of the fussy cuts with some green matching cardstock. For this folio, I'm planning on it being more of a writing style, so I left a lot of the journaling cards pretty much blank on the back, so I'm not going to flip through all of those because they are mostly blank just for writing space. I've got journaling cards in my pockets. The tag, I used some more of that hand-dyed lace, and I used the bundled sage Distress Oxide to tint the hole reinforcers for the tag. Got one of my little folders here, left that for writing space. And I added one of the sentiment strips here, and that just closes up with the magnet. And it opens up here. I've got my journaling cards. Some of them I did go back and add some of the sentiment strips with some mulberry paper behind those and some little fussy cuts. Here, did a little fussy cut there. And the same here. Then we've got our pages. A lot of these cards and things were part of the freebies that were for August. They are in my Ko-fi shop. They are for sale on the Ko-fi shop, but if you join my Facebook group, there is a code in the Facebook group to get my freebies each month free, but you do have to be a part of the Facebook group to get that code every month. I did my decorative trim here with the lace. And here I just attached this little folder with a paper clip, and it holds a journaling card in there. I added the little tabs here, so when I do the writing I can add things here if I want certain categories for the book. Also, that just ends up being a tuck spot with that little paper clip there. I added a pocket here with the little bookmark. Some more of the hand-dyed netting behind it, the fussy cut, and the little sentiment strip. Here I took a piece of mulberry paper and I sewed these circle embellishments on, and it makes two different tuck spots. You can tuck right behind here, or you can tuck in front of the mulberry paper. So I've made some tuck spots there. And for these are the specimen cards, and I made it kind of like a shaker style. And I've got a little coin envelope here, tag inside. Here I glued one of my tags down as a pocket, used some of that hand-dyed lace as a little trim there, and I did this kind of like a corner tuck pocket where I could tuck in another one of the specimen slides that I created. I did some machine stitching around that, and I did some stitching inside. And I've got this little folder here that I stitched on the side here. Did another tag corner tuck here, and then inside you've got your pocket that it holds cards. And they just go right back in there. Here I did a paper clip with one of the fussy cuts to hold this folder on. It's not a hidden paper clip because you can see that. I might come back and add a dangle on there, use some of the netting, but it just holds that folder onto the edge of this paper, and also becomes a little tuck spot for this folder that I created a little tuck here for my tag and the fussy cut. And then I've got the cards inside here. And another tag with some of the hand-dyed lace as my tag pull. This just goes back on the edge of the page. Paper clip just goes on like that. And then this becomes a tuck spot. And you can see it here. Comes back off there. Left room for writing. Add some more tabs into the pages. Added a pocket here for my bookmark. A little fussy cut cluster here. Another tab. Added a lot of the sentiment strips. When I'm doing writing journals, I'll often add sentiment strips in with the photos and stuff, kind of representing what I'm going to be using this writing journal for. Got a little sticker here with the netting. Another bookmark. Another tab. Sentiment strip. Card here. Added some hand-dyed silk fabric here with a little cluster on the back of that. Here I've got an envelope that I added a sentiment strip. I did two fussy cuts here to make a cluster, backed it with some coordinating cardstock to use as my closure for my envelope. Then my cards just come out like that. Got some thread behind this fussy cut with the sentiment strip, same thing here. I like to add thread, fabric, things like that to add some texture to clusters a lot of times. And that goes back under there. Back in there. I added some more hand-dyed lace here as the trim. flips over, back to your pocket, and then this one flips back open here. I did some more cluster work here. I took these journaling cards and glued them back to back so that they would be a little more sturdy and give me some writing space to tuck in those pockets. I covered up the magnet here with some mulberry paper. Over here, just with a paper strip again and one of the little fussy cut tags. And then inside this pocket, I've got more journaling cards. I hope y'all have enjoyed this little Lammas folio. Had a lot of fun putting this one together. I am going to be eventually doing kits for all of the Wheel of the Year dates. I'm probably going to skip them and start back the first of the year because I've got several collaborations I'm going to be a part of coming up in the next couple of months, and then we'll be right into the middle of the holidays before Christmas. So I don't think I want to do it then. So I'll probably start back at the first of the year and start working on the rest of the Wheel of the Year folios. So be sure to hit the subscription button and the notification bell so you'll be notified anytime I put up any new content here in the channel. And also, I'd love it if you'd come over and join my Facebook group. Again, I have those discount codes where you can get freebies each week. And I often have codes in there where you can get percentages off for things in my shop. And we're about to start on September 1st a new collaboration in my Facebook group called Fairy Wings and Forgotten Things. So I'd love it if you'd come join us for that. And until I see y'all again here in the attic, y'all take care.